Happy 4th of July, my friend. Our longtime political analyst, Brian Crowley, as I always say, it's not to the point without you, buddy.
Well, thank you, sir.
Good to have you here. We'll tee it up for you. We're going to look at a lot of laws, and we're going to look at some of the laws taking effect. July 1st, the day when a lot of them come into place. This week, and everything from new school rules to gender identity to permitless gun carry. Boris Saunders with a look.
The biggest new law of them all is the new state budget. A never higher $116.5 billion spending plan funding roads, education, and water quality.
We still have extra money, and it's only right to give that money back to the taxpayers.
Floridians also getting an estimated $2.7 billion in tax relief through several sales tax holidays and permanent sales tax breaks on things like diapers. That universal school voucher plan comes online, allowing any Florida K-12 student to qualify for private school scholarships funded by taxpayers. The Live Local Act, a plan to cut housing costs, also going live. It uses more than $700 million in tax incentives to spur development of workforce housing, perhaps easing an affordability crisis.
It has become a huge burden on our citizens and our residents, and it's something that we have to address.
Meanwhile, protest is greeting some laws about to start. That includes the state's latest crackdown on illegal immigration. It requires work status checks for new hires at most businesses, tougher penalties for those bringing undocumented into Florida, and $12 million more tax dollars for the migrant relocation program. Republicans say it's all a deterrent, while critics like Renata Castro with the Castro Legal Group warn Florida is losing its workforce.
This is going to have a ripple effect that's going to hurt Floridians' pockets in a way that we are not able to gauge the full effect of it.
There's also controversy over Florida's permitless carry bill. July 1st, it'll allow legal gun owners in the state to carry concealed without a permit or the previously required training. Critics call it dangerous, while supporters say they're eliminating a permission slip.
We are taking care of our right to bear arms, our Second Amendment rights. We're allowing people to protect their families.
The LGBTQ plus community, furious and fearful over a slate of bills.
This is people's territory.
Among them, biological sex requirements for publicly owned bathrooms, plus
I can't believe we're seriously here debating pronouns.
A law limiting use of preferred pronouns in schools and expanding the teaching restriction on sexual orientation and gender identity from K to 8th grade.
It is such a small, vulnerable population of kids that we're picking on. And I have to wonder if a lot of you are afraid of taking on the real bullies in this state.
While the laws take effect in just a few days, the courts may ultimately decide the fate of some. Legal challenges expected to continue as the Sunshine State sees what some have dubbed the summer of litigation. At the Capitol, Forrest Saunders, WPTV News Channel 5.
Brian, take it away.
Well, you know, this was the Ron DeSantis agenda, and a lot of it, frankly, was being put together to help him with his presidential campaign, because a lot of these things that the legislature passed at his urging, he's talking about on the campaign trail, where, you know, right now he's spending more time outside of Florida than inside the state because he's traveling so hard. So, you know, we've become a very red state, a very conservative state, and this legislative agenda that passed reflects that.
We're already getting pushback on a lot of what I'll call the culture war legislation. We're already seeing that in the courts. That's likely to continue, as Forrest indicated.
Sure. You know, the courts are going to go look at a lot of the stuff. We should keep in mind, however, that the state Supreme Court, the vast majority of the members were appointed by Ron DeSantis. They're very, very conservative. There's not a single liberal on the court. So some of this legislation will do fairly well in the state courts, where Ron DeSantis and the legislature have run into trouble has been in the federal courts, where some of the things that they have proposed and passed have been challenged by federal judges.
We're hearing a lot from those who say permitless carry is the final step before lawmakers going back next year and saying open carry. Right now, permitless carry, no training needed, no weapons permit, but you just can't carry the gun on your hip or on shoulder open to view. But a lot say that's next. You covered Tallahassee for a long time. Do you see that as something that Republicans may be using as that springboard to that next step?
I'm always slightly amused by this. These tough-talking legislators, by God, you should be able to carry a concealed weapon and you don't need a permit. except you can't do it in the legislature. You can't do it in a committee meeting. You can't, you know, do it in front of the lawmakers. Well, why not? I thought this was a God-given First Amendment right, yet there are still restrictions on where you can carry your weapons if it involves the legislature.
How much do you see the laws passed this year with the governor full tilt behind them and a legislature that was willing to do pretty much anything he asked as a litmus test, and looking to a national campaign, how that will play, where that will all be referenced time and again for the governor as he's making his pitch nationally?
Well, the interesting approach that the governor's taking in his campaign is that he's trying to go even harder right than Donald Trump, who's well ahead of him in the polls right now. And what some folks have contended that if Ron DeSantis gets the nomination, will he be able to move toward the center enough to win purple states and blue states? Because you know, you have to get the 270 electoral votes, and you can't do it just with red states. He has looked at his victory for re-election, where he got 59% of the vote, as saying that by being hardcore, it worked because he got some Democrats and he got independents. I think applying that to in Florida doesn't work nationwide. I think we also have to remember that Charlie Crist was a very, very weak opponent. The Democratic Party in Florida has been a mess for several decades now. So trying to apply that to purple and blue states, I'm not sure works, and I don't know how Ron DeSantis moves toward the middle.
Talk a little bit, it's summer, 4th of July, and we certainly wish everybody at home a great 4th of July time. Talk a little bit and take our viewers through the beginning of the ramp up. We're going to look at debates on into August. We're going to look at each month ramping up. Of course, you've got Floridians right at the forefront here, the former president under indictment in New York in a state case, under federal indictment on the classified documents issue, facing trouble in Georgia. You've got DeSantis, who is not making for the moment headway in national polls, which you say, you know, don't pay too much attention to him. But take us through the summer, what you're looking for, what we should expect as the rhythm of this campaign and the dynamic plays out.
Well, one thing I'll start with is the August debate. It's being sponsored by the Republican National Committee, and it's going to be on Fox. We've already got controversy about that debate. Donald Trump is saying that he's not going. He doesn't want to participate in the debate. Now, he may change his mind. It's Donald Trump, after all. You're supposed to take a pledge where you're going to support the nominee. Several of the candidates have said they're not going to take that pledge, which in theory means they wouldn't be able to participate in the debate. We'll see. So there's already a whole mess and controversy around the debate. But we're going to, you know, this thing is going to ramp up pretty fast, especially come September, once we get through the summer and get past that first debate. The first primaries and caucuses are likely to be in January. The dates haven't been firmly established yet. Likely to be in January, no later than the first week of February. And I think that you're going to see a fortune being spent on the 4 early states, Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. They're going to have to spend a lot of time there. And everybody that's predicting anything today about what's going to happen, stand by, because you're probably wrong.
DeSantis Trump or Trump DeSantis, depending on the viewer's particular favorite there, those of you who have a GOP affiliation.
And 8 or 9 other candidates.
And I was going to say,
and growing every other day.
You've got the cast of thousands again, but for the moment, the tension seems to certainly be on the former president, and Ron DeSantis far back, but closer than anybody else. And that's going to be interesting how that plays out, how all those candidates dilute a vote one way or the other, how ongoing legal travails play out, how Ron DeSantis grows or does not grow on the campaign trail. The former Maryland governor was criticizing his ability to connect on the trail. All of that's going to come to light.
Well, I think, you know, and Ron DeSantis said this the other day, and he's determined to plow ahead. He's not worried about what the people are saying. He's not worried about polls. He's raising money. He's going to events. And in his view, it's for the old baseball player, he thinks he's in the first inning, and the 9th inning is still way down the road, and he has a lot of confidence he's going to get there.
And as you remind us, a long way to go. We'll be back with more. Brian's final thoughts in a moment.